if you know where to buy things, it's a little cheaper. I supported my local bike shop with my tire purchase, though. So, and I've, supported them with my bike here, that I've bought. And I do like them. I didn't support them with my pedals, but actually I did. I got those pedals there. I didn't support them with the grips because these grips are better than anything they have in the shop. It was just the honest truth. I bought my pack from there, so they, I think we're getting along okay. If you go in there and you don't know anything, they're not going to give you 4.5 to 5 star rated things on Amazon, simply because they don't have them in the shop. And also, if they do give them to you, they're going to be a little bit more expensive, which is fine. Everybody's got to stay in business, and the shop is really who I have to thank. Here's my rear tire. I'm going to go ahead and tell you how much I paid for that rear tire. That's mean, but I got to do it. $460. It's really supposed to be maybe $280 or $300, but the deal is that that was the labor cost, that they just put it under one item under the rear tire. And these are tubeless. On the back here I've got a let me see, trying to remember. Oh, I have an igniter on the back. It's an igniter 2.2, but it actually came out rather wide, and I'm really happy with it. I was afraid it would be a little skinnier than that, but I'm going to get nice grip through there. I couldn't have fit much more than that on there. And there's the, here, let me see here. There's the clearance, right through there. There's not a whole lot. It's very nicely done. And when I first got this front tire, I was losing some air pressure in the front. He put a little bit more sealant in it. It's gone a day now, and I've rode it in the neighborhood. I've never taken it on a trail yet, and I'm real happy with the grip. I got, 350 to 400% more grip on pavement with these tires than I had before. And it rolls just slightly faster than before, which combined with the grip is really nice. I had some Schwalbe tires on there. That's what came with my bike. But I didn't. They're okay, for $20 tires they're okay, but these are far better. This is closer to the maximum. As far as anything else I could do to my bike at this point in time, is basically just time to be happy with it. The drivetrain is good enough. The Reba RL in the front is definitely not necessary. I mean, I don't want it or need it, really, honestly. And I just, whatever I break next, is what I probably would put on there. That's about it. The tire upgrade and the wheel upgrade was hugely expensive. It's already a fairly expensive item, and then you put those things on there. But it's something I'll enjoy for a while, and I really like my bike. I'm glad I bought a steel bicycle, and I'm glad I bought a hardtail without a rear shock in there, because I have more fun without the shock. I don't want it. The front shock is fine. I can lock it out for pavement, but I usually keep it unlocked. And that's my bike. I really, really like it. Now I'm going to show you my wife's bike. And then I'll probably show you a few little bike paraphernalia that I got that's really made my riding a whole lot happier. And then I'll show you my BMX bike. Alright, this is my wife's bike. It's a Raleigh Venture 3.0. This bike is $450 from Owen Cyclery, and you honestly want to go there and buy it. Because if you ride things like the Riverwalk and the Greenway, I as a man would buy this bicycle for myself. And I know something about bikes a little bit. They'll tell you that the men's frame is different, or actually not different, but just the same. And don't listen to them because they don't know what they're talking about. This may be the same model as the men's one, but you want that low slung frame. This thing turns on a dime. The front fork is a Sun Tour SR. It's not going to be a fork you can take mountain biking, but it's a very nice bicycle. They can't keep this thing in stock. I've seen it sold 3 or 4 times already since we bought hers, and we bought hers in the last 2 months. This thing sells over and over again for good reason. Yeah. When you climb on this bicycle, there's my gym shorts, and this is just a pad. I'll show you that in a minute. something about the geometry on this bike, it climbs really easily. You can really pull on it. It's fairly fast. This does not have disc brakes. It just has V brakes, but they work okay. I'd buy this bicycle. I really would. Here, let me show you something else. These are some gold bars here, 11-inch riser, and I got those because I have a BMX bike, and I'll show you what I have on here right now. That's my old tire and some kickboards, and this is another old tire. I just left it mounted. They even have brake rotors on there. I don't think I'll ever use those for a while. There's my picture I got there. A nice little squirrel. And here's the owl picture I like so much. People don't give me likes for that. It's it's well worn and everything. It's coming apart, but I really like it. Okay. Here's our less kept up room. Let me turn a little light on. There you go. All right. So this here is my other bicycle. I use this for a bike to ride to make a small trail feel larger. It's a single-speed BMX bike, and it's set up as a beach cruiser. It's got 20-inch wheels. It has pegs on all of the places that you can have pegs on a BMX bike. The handlebars spin all the way around, but actually these don't because they'll hit you in the belly. These are beach cruiser handlebars, and I mean this is a very small bicycle, and they turn it into a much larger one that I can just relax on. The problem with these bars though is I can bend them. They're just too large, and they're used bars. I can bend them going uphill, so I have to be careful. I can't bend those gold ones that I was going to put on there. This bicycle is bone stock except for those bars for an upgrade, just to make the bike larger for me. I have upgraded the seat post, and I put 2 more pegs, and I had to drill out the back peg on one of them. And it's just a single-speed BMX bike. This is a Diamondback Venom. It's $112 when I bought it for an MSRP of $330. This is not your department store bicycle that you will see. It's a little bit farther away. You want to go with Diamondback for a mongoose level bike that won't, disintegrate on you after a year or two of riding. Diamondback Overdrive, Comp, Diamondback Venom, some of their Diamondback products are decent for the money. So that's basically my BMX bike. I call it my clown bike, and I put a clown horn on it, and this is what it sounds like. I bought it because it was the most annoying thing I could find in Owen Sakurai, and I don't have brakes on this thing, hardly. It has rear brakes, and they don't work, so I don't recommend this bike for a beginner. But I can go down a hill, but the fun of this bike is simply that I can't brake all the way. I can put my brakes down enough, and then I have to ride it out, and I really enjoy that. It's possible I haven't set my brakes up correctly. I did defloppitate this headset and everything fine. But there's my fun meter right there. I can unscrew that for more fun and less brakes, or I can have it screwed in like really safe like it is now. And I hit my horn like mad when I go down a hill because I will have to actually steer off of the trail rather than stop because I can't stop. And when I go down a hill, I'm going to show you something the way this bike is set up now, and I actually think it's more fun this way. Here's my brake right here, and here's my handlebar up here. So when I have to brake, I have to reach down with my hand and ride with my hand on my bar, my beach cruiser bar right here, which isn't quite as steady. And I have to pump my brake to try to get as much braking power out as possible. It's incredibly fun. And then when I've steered out of the braking need or whatever on this certain trail, I ride a slightly off-road trail on this bike. It's paved with gravel and rocks. There's rocks in the gravel, like large rocks in the pathway. Then I can put my hand back up here and ride it out, So you can make a decision. Do you really want brakes or do you not want brakes? Do you just want to ride it out? Do you want the grip? And then at what point in time do you no longer need brakes and you can come back up here? It's very, very interesting. I've not grown bored of this bike at all. In fact, I've grown to like it even more. It sounded like kind of a crazy idea that could go bad, but it really turned out to be something that I would never give up. When I get rid of my Owen, yeah, okay, so I said it. When I get rid of my salsa bike or whatever, and I take it into the local bike shop, which anyway, then I ride this, and I ride this at a trail that's like 3 minutes away from my house, and I have a great time, and I don't miss my other bike at all. And I paid under $200 for this setup. If you don't count my new gold bars over there, for if I bend these up. In fact, I kind of want to try these gold bars because it's going to turn my bike into more of a jumping, a little bit more of a true BMX style bike. I'm going to put those gold bars on. The brake might fit better and whatnot. And then again, I can see myself doing this, and then afterwards maybe not liking my bike as well. But I can set it up either way. It just takes a little Allen wrench, so it doesn't matter. That's basically it. I'm going to show you a few things, if you're still here in the video, that that I think are really, really nice, and they're very, very, very cheap. Here's the first thing I want to show you. These are these come from Target, is where I first found these. These are Rapala fisherman's gloves. I use them for biking. I bought some Pearl Izumi gloves from a local bike shop, which I have accidentally named. And they were $30, and they lasted maybe all of 2 or 3 weeks. Hated them. You know, they were too loose around here, and I had to